You're watching Channels Television, celebrating 21 years of professional broadcasting. This is the news at 10. Here's a reminder of our top story. Let's take a look at some of the pictures that you sent into our eyewitness portal. We begin with this one from Suleja in Niger State. It shows a bad road. Our eyewitness reporter is asking government to fix it. Our next photo was sent in from the Kano-Maiduguri highway. It shows passengers hanging onto the back of a moving bus. We also have this picture from the Shagamu-Benin highway showing an accidented vehicle. Our eyewitness reporter wants relevant authorities to get it off the road. We're heading further southwest now to Ogijo Road in Ogun State, where we see the bad state of the road. Our journey ends here in Lagos State. From Gowon Estate in Egbeda, we see a heap of refuse on the road. Eyewitness reporters calling on relevant authorities to help clear the refuse. Thanks for sending in those pictures. Know that you too can become an eyewitness reporter for Channels Television. Now, the United States has issued security warnings for its citizens living or frequenting the Lagos area hotels during the Eid al-Fitr holidays. This advisory was posted on the U.S. diplomatic mission website. It warns that groups associated with terrorist activity might be planning attacks against hotels in Lagos frequented by international visitors, including those located on waterfronts during the holidays. The U.S. mission in Nigeria is reminding its citizens to review personal security plans, remain aware of their surroundings, including local events, and monitor local news stations for updates. A similar security warning has been given in the past. 2 boys have been arrested in connection with a Nigerian teenager stabbed to death on the streets of Notting Hill in London. The 17-year-old Nigerian student, Fola Orebiyi, who was studying at Chelsea Academy, was reportedly stabbed to death in front of horrified tourists and passers-by after fleeing from a gang of youths on bikes on July 3rd. Eyewitnesses revealed that fights broke out in a nearby estate before Fola was chased into the busy road where he was attacked. Reports say Fola was stabbed in the neck and passers-by tried to help the teenager as he staggered towards the busy road, after which he eventually collapsed outside a shop. We change lanes now to talk about the environment and what's the relationship between business and climate. That's what some experts attempted to unravel at a recent summit in London. At the event, which was put together by the World Bank Group and Connect for Climate, experts from various fields advised the media and the creative industries to raise their voices in the global conversation on climate change.
Issues around climate change have continued to hug the headlines. The United Nations had its climate change conference in Paris in May 2016. Various groups have toed the line, seeking commitment towards a safer and sustainable environment. The Business and Climate Summit in London brought heads of multinational businesses, financial institutions and government officials to check in on commitments made after the climate talks in Paris. The discussions also covered the need for more collaborations across sectors.
Which of these porridge brands that
One of the sessions focused on the role and responsibility of creative industries in climate change.
We need to adopt a positive approach that empowers people to take action and highlights innovative, appealing and practical new solutions. The success of brands like Tesla Motors shows that people want exciting new climate-friendly alternatives, and there is a great opportunity for innovative brands.
In the search for more collaborations, what can the media and creative industry do to influence consumer behavior towards the environment and climate change?
My advice would be to start talking to the broadcaster at the really earliest stage, because I would say in most of the projects that we do, whether in this area or on health or governance, finding a broadcaster who will broadcast without expecting to be paid for doing that is probably as difficult as making the programme. And we have the advantage of the BBC name, which often finds the way in, but a huge amount of energy goes into negotiating that. And I think it's partly that it's actually been, the market's been a bit subverted by NGOs.
In our co-production with Deutsche Welle, one of the highlights is the Eco Heroes. And throughout Africa, we try to identify those people who are doing something good for the environment. And we bring them out, show them, interview them, showcase what they're doing, and at the end of the day, they get a prize. So that's, to encourage other people and try to reinforce that to the public so that, people can follow suit. We know that's very important. On our part, we know that the media themselves, have that critical role to make sure that people know what is good for them and how to take care of the environment.
A new report, The Business End of Climate Change, has concluded that businesses will be in the position to cut greenhouse gas emissions by 3.7 billion metric tons by 2030 and be a key driver of global climate action. With this potential comes great opportunity to build resilience, innovate, and safeguard future profitability. The media and creative industry disseminating climate information will be essential to keeping track of corporate progress, spur greater action, and help achieve the bigger ambition.
The Anambra State government has reiterated its resolve to ensure food sufficiency and exports through mechanized and commercial farming. As follows the signing of a memorandum of understanding with MIP Farms and Agro-Allied Limited for the development of an integrated large-scale commercial agricultural project to be located in Oyi local government area.
This is a meeting between the Anambra State government and the representatives of the MIP Farms Agro-Allied Limited. They are here to sign a memorandum of understanding of a project worth 1.93 billion naira.
This project will promote food sustainability and improve food security. Secondly, it will create thousands of direct and indirect jobs for the Anambra.
Revealing their intentions on the project, the Deputy Managing Director of the investing company commends the efforts of the government in the area of mechanized and commercial agriculture.
We're looking at the 30-hectare plus project, and we're looking at building climate-controlled greenhouses. The design of those greenhouses have been completed based on data that we've gathered from the field here. The vegetables that we produce there will include tomatoes and sweet pepper and other different things. And we'll be looking at growing in hydroponics so that we don't have to do crop rotation. We keep growing on the same place, not on the soil, but on soil as media.
The governor expresses confidence in the company and adds that his administration is exploring every agricultural potential to ensure that the state is food sufficient.
The chamon has taken off. After reappraising the cost of the other 2 malls, we're going to finish it. We want all the vegetables and most of the items sold in that mall to come from Anambra State. So we're building a structure that is enduring. What we're trying to do is to make sure that, like Lagos State, Anambra should be clearly independent of all sources of revenue from any other place other than what we can generate here in Anambra State.
The parties formally signed the MOU, which is binding on the investing company to move to site and commence the development within 6 months.
When the News at 10 returns, we'll be reviewing the first and second quarter performance of the economy. We'll be joined by our in-house data analyst, Babajide Ogusonwo. Please join us again.